Hi folks, and welcome to part 6 of Movie Hooker's most disturbing movies ever made. In our opinion, of course. Now, for this video, I want to talk about a 2017 movie from Chile, and that movie is called Trauma. Now, as far as extreme movies go, there hasn't been many out since 2017, so it's quite a recent release. What I will say before I start talking about the film is that if you can make it through the first 15 fucking minutes of this film, then the rest of the movie's going to be fucking a piece of cake for you. But trust me, the first 15 minutes of this film is probably, I would say it's like the most shocking fucking opening scene to any horror movie I have ever seen. They like completely just go for the jugular just from the get-go, and it is fucking shocking. It is so shocking that I actually paused it and had my fucking hand over my face going, what in the name of fuck am I watching? So the opening scene goes back to General Pinochet's days. I'm pretty sure it is the big man himself in the opening scene, and he's doing as he is known for horrific stuff to like his own people. So even before the credits roll in this movie, we are thrown into a torture chamber. Lee's armed officers, and I'm pretty sure it's General Pinochet himself as well, have this woman chained to this huge wooden board, and she's obviously in a lot of pain. She's screaming like fuck, she's trying to get free. Then the army officers bring in her son, and they make the son, all I'm going to say is they make the son do stuff to the mother. And you know, if you think along the lines of a Serbian film, then that's what I'm sort of talking about. It is just like, what in the name of fuck am I watching here? Then I realised that within 15 minutes, Trauma has done exactly what a horror movie is designed to do. It made me feel uneasy, it made me feel dirty, it made me not want to watch it, but be so intrigued by it that I couldn't help but watch the rest of it. And then it was just like the director says, right, that was a hardcore opening scene, we need to lighten the load, and boom, fast forward so many years, we're just thrown into this hardcore lesbian sex scene. It's like, the transition just didn't make any sense, but I was like, okay, this is how we're going to meet some of the characters. We then meet the rest of the group as they decide, in true horror movie fashion, that they need a breakaway from the fucking city life. And they decide to go to this little secluded house in the absolute fucking middle of nowhere. So they jump into their little jeep and they start driving down the countryside, and of course before they get to their destination, what do they get? They get fucking lost is what they get. So, you know, one of them jumps out and goes, oh, I'll just run into this really nice looking bar here, and obviously I don't mean nice, I'm being sarcastic. So yeah, it ain't nice, it is like a dilapidated shithole. And she's like, I'll just go in here and ask for some directions. And she walks in, and it's like, you know, the scene in American Werewolf in London where Jack and David walk in and everyone just shuts up, you know. And like, it's pretty much like that, only it's sort of like everybody in there looks like fucking a cross between the Calvaire, aka The Ordeal, the Belgian horror movie, Deliverance, The Hills Have Eyes. You know, you get my point. They all look like they've been breastfed by their dad. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, she didn't really get any directions, and that was their start of their fucking downfall. And they don't know how long these two people have been standing, staring at them, probably since they got out of their car, or their little jeep, their little holiday jeep. So this is when the heavy stuff sort of starts, but as I said at the start of the video, if you can make it through the first 15 minutes of this, then, well, I thought so anyway, you can make it through it. It's like a piece of piss. So there is, basically the people outside the window are horrible people, and they have some sort of blood relation to General Pinochet. So yeah, there's a lot of sexual violence there, and then it's an act of vengeance with the girls going after these guys and stuff. So yeah, it's a very hardcore movie, and I absolutely loved it. I think it is a great film for fans of extreme cinema. There's some nasty kills in there, and if you can get over that, like, I'm not a big fan of sexual violence in movies of any sort, and there is a bit of that, but if you can get through that, listen, at the end of the day, it's a fucking movie. You know, when these guys say cut, they're all probably laughing. I think so, anyway. But yeah, it's just a movie, so it's all fake. And you know, I love how Trauma pushed the boundaries for me as a viewer, as a horror lover. I felt really icky and gooey afterwards, going, yeah, I need a shower. Exactly like The Golden Glove and some of the other movies that I have been talking about in this little horror movie series. But anyway, I think I will leave it at that. I hope you haven't seen it, and I hope you go and check it out after watching this video. And I hope if you have seen it, then I hope you enjoyed listening to this video. And if you did enjoy it and you haven't subscribed, then you know what to do. Hit the little buttons and stuff like that. So thank you very much, and check back soon for part 7. And I am going to be talking about an Australian movie about Australia's first ever serial killer. Anyway, thank you very much everybody for listening. Bye bye.